In today's video, I'm going to show you one of the main reasons why you're actually procrastinating as a video editor. And what I'm going to talk about right now is from this book, Atomic Habits. Like this book I've read like 2 times at least, right, from now. And this book is like legendary, to be honest. Like I say to all books that I recommend that are legendary, because you must also read this book, because you will understand why you're doing these certain habits, why are you actually procrastinating, why are you scrolling through social media. Like unconsciously you open your social media account, for example, Twitter, YouTube, or whatever you want. What's your favorite procrastination type? For example, for me, the favorite procrastination type is just randomly open Discord or WhatsApp and maybe how this curiosity, to be honest, about this, maybe messaging me, maybe you have a new client, outbound client and everything, and for most of the cases my curiosity and at the same intuition is kind of wrong, and it's just a waste of time and my mental bandwidth and everything, my energy, my time, my focus, and so on, because those are the biggest currencies as editors, if you don't obviously count money as a currency. Yeah. In today's video, I'm going to show you one of the parts on how to actually solve the procrastination, and that could be your constraint on how to, for example, stop scrolling for social media, or maybe play video games or some bullshit, and let's just get into the video, right? Before I actually get into the how to solve this problem, is actually understand why are we actually doing this type of thing. And for example, I'm going to tell a little story about one guy, for example, right? This is, for example, you or somebody, right? And he has a friend, right? Friend of his, right? And he approached him or calls him, whatever, and tells him, hey, how about I go to a party I want to take with you and have some fun and everything, and maybe you agree, right? You just agree, right? Then next day or this evening or something like that, right? There's you, right? And there's your friend and everything, and he probably has multiple friends in that party, because that's why he actually invited into your party, because he has multiple friends and he invited multiple people in that same party, right? And there's, for example, his friends, right? There's like this guy, this girl, and yeah, so on. Yeah, just like that. For example, basically what you do in the party is, I'm not gonna lie, you're just gonna drink and do bullshit. You're just gonna hang out with people, have some fun, play some video games maybe, or some more variety games, maybe board games or something like that. I don't know, whatever you do in the party, to be honest. I don't know, because I haven't been that type of party, honestly. But so when you do these activities like drinking, right, playing games, maybe you just have some hookup with some girl or some for the fucking reason, but basically main activities, you get drunk as fuck, and so you have the fun all the time right now, and okay, you just have fun with the boys and everything, girls, and so whatever you want to do. And next day you wake up kind of shit, because you make up in some random room or something like that, but that's not the main point. You just wake up and after 2 days you're just good, right? And maybe you just miss some opportunities with the clients, and that's why you're actually not becoming the best editor. But it is a whole separate video to talk about and everything. But whatever, you just wake up right next day, and your day approaches, right? And then your friend approaches that same friend, right? Like this same friend, right? And your friend approaches the same friend that invited you in the party, right? And he tells you, how about we tomorrow have a party, like another party, right? And you start to think, what are you gonna actually do in that party, right? You're just gonna drink, maybe you have some fun and everything, you do the shit like once again, like this type of shit, like once again, right? And you just in your brain, maybe if you're addicted to it, and maybe if you like that night with the party and everything, you'll probably agree, because your brain's gonna decide, oh, I actually like it. And so you just agree because you actually like this type of shit. You had dopamine, you had some fun and everything, and you just agree once again. And before you actually understand, you're actually in this type of situation once again. You once again have like some gaming shit, or maybe have like hookups with the girls or something like that. And once again, you enter this cycle. And guess what happened maybe after like 2 days or something like that? maybe this same guy approaches you and invites you to the party, right? And before you know it, you become a little DJ. Like, you just start to drink, you have addiction, like addiction of drinking, you have habit of drinking, right? You have habit of playing, like wasting time. Like, yeah, it's cool to spend time with your friends and that. Like, I don't know if it's even a friend, like consider a friend, to how these types of DJing activities that, and before you actually understand you're a DJ, right? You are entered the soup, right? And there's obviously a cost to everything, like in life. Like currently I'm speaking, and cost is actually I put energy into my lungs and my tongue and everything, you know, and this is the cause why I'm actually speaking. And that same thing applies to everything. And so what do you think? What is the cause of happening all this shit, right? Once again, all the time, right? It just happens like every day, like every single day for about like 5 years or something, until you realize actually wasted 5 years of your video editing potential. You just become a DJ basically. The life sucks, to be honest. Maybe, yeah, it's so fun in this life party and everything, but it just sucks, to be honest. And so what is the cause of this? What do you think? Look back, right, at all of these examples, right? When he approaches you, something is similar. Your friend is approaching you, and this point is this guy, your friend who approaches you and brings you in this type of environment. And so environment is the cause of doing these things once again, until you realize that you become a person that you never wanted to become. This is because you just have friend, and obviously it's also your fault, my buddy, because you accepted it. To be honest, if I had the same mindset, I just like you, my buddy, right? Like this guy, right? That's you. And I would probably also accept to enter this party and have some fun and everything, you know? And the cause of everything, like all this shit, right, that we talk about in those last like 5 minutes or so, is actually environment. Environment is such a like a hidden power that controls your habits, your behaviors, what you do actually. Maybe you, for example, edit actual videos. Maybe you have a tendency to do maybe social media scrolling or some random bullshit and everything. Maybe you just want to play video games, maybe. Maybe you just do like any habit, right? For example, when I'm in the kitchen, right, I'm gonna probably eat in there, right? And I'm just gonna eat because that's a trigger, obviously. I'm at the kitchen, so I need to actually eat. And so in order to actually solve your procrastination problem is change your environment. And you may ask, how do we actually do it, my guy? Like I read it like few hours ago, and so I understand that you just move things around. Maybe you live in a different place. You, for example, change your environment. Maybe you go work in cafe. Maybe you work in a different place. Maybe, and yeah, you just go on different cafes, maybe different parks or something like that, do the activity and everything. And just you form, for example, going to the gym habit, right? Doing the workout and everything, you know. You just form a habit of walking, right? For example, or doing different activities in outside, right? And for example, your cause of this is basically like a signal. It's in your brain, it's like in the house. But when you basically get outside, right, you want to work out because you have a signal to actually, oh, I have an environment, I'm outside, have fresh air, have sunny day and everything, or a rainy day, whatever. And basically you're just gonna work out, right? You just have a gym workout and everything, you know? And that's how you actually solve the problem in nutshell, one way. And so, for example, you have like meditation, you want to meditate, for example, you want to do editing, for example, you want to do read books, for example, or learn or something like that, you know? And so what we want to do is how these habits, right? And how like attached to like different locations. For example, your bedroom, like I have office, like a working office and bedroom in the same type of room. And so I cannot like, for example, read in one room. Like I actually do read in my living room, and I attach my sofa with the reading type of things. So I'm gonna just read in a living room, right? And maybe I'm just gonna edit videos in my chair, right? I'm just gonna sit down and edit. Like that's my like environment, like this type of desk and everything, you know, PC is my trigger and everything, you know. And for example, it's gonna be desk, right? I mean, the whole setup and everything. Meditation is gonna be my bed because I like to adjust how like pillows and everything, you know, and I'm just gonna meditate in my bed, right? For example, bed, right? And basically, you just want to know where are you gonna actually meditate, like. And also, I recommend to have like time that, for example, oh, I'm gonna actually meditate in my bedroom, right? In bed, for example, at 10 o'clock, right? And maybe I'm gonna actually edit videos at, for example, have a deep work block. I'm gonna start to edit videos from 5, right? Until like, I don't know, like 8, for example, right? And I'm just gonna learn books or read a book, like for example, this type of book. If you want to actually learn and master this type of theory and everything, then I suggest you to read this book. And for example, I'm gonna read a book at like evening to just chill and everything, you know, learn, synthesize and everything, you know. And for example, I'm gonna read at, I don't know, like 15, right? Until like 5 in the evening, right? And yeah, that's how you actually form habit, right? For example, bonus tip is how you actually drink more water is expose to yourself with this bottle of water. For example, how 2 bottles of water, right? Basically 1.5 liters of water. I'm just gonna expose, like I have a habit of just picking with my left hand like a water bottle because it's always there, and I have a habit, like, you know, to make it in my conscious mind. I just understand that there's water. If I want to drink water, I'm just gonna drink it, and so I don't need to like do that from this chair and go to the kitchen to have some cup of water or something like that. So I just have like 1.5 liters there, and I'm just gonna drink the water. And that's how you actually form a habit, by changing your environment, because environment is the most like powerful thing that you underestimate, basically. So before you actually click off this video, I'm gonna recap the video like real quick. So basically, there are main 3 points, and for example, the cause of your habits, like procrastination, is basically your environment, most likely. That's like one of the most underestimated pillars of why you actually procrastinate and do the random shit that you never want to do, and that's your environment, right? And very wrong. I don't know, I'm just gonna say that's environment, right? And the next thing is, how do we actually add like more habits and attach different things? How do we actually add more like certain things like habits? And I think, for example, drinking water is expose yourself. For example, especially your visual information, because your visual information is basically 80% of your how you actually remember the things and everything. So visual information is basically the most important sensory organ, like your eyes and everything. So you actually got exposed to see the water bottle and everything. So you're actually gonna drink water bottle because you saw the water and you want to just drink and everything. And that's so simple, right? So basically expose yourself to the things and attach like similar, for example, your bed by meditating or something like that, you know. I don't know. I'm just bad typing while I'm talking. So yeah, that's the second thing. And the third thing is actually, if you do not want to become this guy, right, who's just partying and everything, you know, just cut off these type of friends that are saying like, oh, go to party, my guy, and everything, you know, and you're just gonna have some fun and everything, yeah? Just cut out these type of friends so you don't have this type of environment. You don't become like a drinker or something like that. You just do have some hookups and some bullshit that you're not meant to do and everything, you know. And so basically cut out those types of environment, right? To not become this type of guy, right? And that's like how to avoid habits, but The only thing that I couldn't like understand really is how to actually remove these types of habits. For example, not editing videos, for example, scrolling through social media or playing some video games or something like that, you know. So if you gain any value from this video, then make sure to subscribe, because by end of this year, I want to have 1,000 people to love their video game. And thank you for watching this video, and see you later. Peace.